Good day. Today we're in Joshua chapter 13, 14, and 15. Now Joshua was old and stricken in years, and the Lord said unto him, Thou art old and stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very much land to be possessed. This is the land that remaineth, all the borders of the Philistines, and all Geshuri, from Sihor, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron northward, which is counted to the Canaanite, 5 lords of the Philistines, the Gadathites, the Ashtathites, the Eshkelonites, the Gittites, the Ekronites, and the Avites, from all the south of the land of the Canaanites, the Mer that is beside the Sidonians, unto Aphka, the borders of the Amorites, and the land of the Gibeonites, and all the Lebanon, toward the sun rising, from Baglad unto the Hermon, unto the entering of Hamath, all the inhabitants of the hill country, from Lebanon unto Misremaim, and all the Sidonians will I drive out from before the children of Israel. Only divide thou it by lot unto Israelites for an inheritance, as I have commanded thee. Now therefore divide this land for an inheritance unto the 9 tribes and the half tribe of Manasseh, with whom the Reubenites and the Gadites have received their inheritance, which Moses gave them, beyond Jordan eastward, even as Moses the servant of the Lord gave them, from Aroer that is upon the bank of the river Arnon, the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain of Medeba and Dibon, and all the cities of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, and to the border of the children of Ammon, and Gilead, and the border of Geshurites, and the Maccathites, and all the Mount Hermon, and to Bashan upon Scala, and the kingdom of Og in Bashan, which reigned in Ashtaroth, and Edrei, who remained out of the remnants of the giants, for these did Moses smite, and cast them out. Nevertheless the children of Israel expelled not the Geshurites, nor the Maccathites, but the Geshurites and the Maccathites dwell among the Israelites until this day. Only the tribes of Levi he gave none inheritance. The sacrifices of the Lord God of Israel made by fire are their inheritance, as he said unto them. And Moses gave unto them the tribe of the children of Reuben inheritance according to their families, and their coast was from Aroer, as on the bank of river Arnon, and city in the midst of the river, and all the plain by Medeba, Heshbon and her cities that are in the plain, Dibon and Bethel, and Bethbaalion, and Jehaza, and Kedemoth, and Mathah, and Kirjathaim, and Sibba, and Zarashahar, in the mountain of the valley, and Beth Peor, and Ashdoth-begah, and Beth Jeshimoth, and all the cities of the plain, and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the princes of Midian, Evi, and Rechem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, and the dukes of Sihon, dwelling in the country. Balaam also the son of Beor, and the soothsayer did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them. And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan, and the border thereof, this was the inheritance of the children of Reuben after their families, the cities and villages thereof. And Moses gave inheritance unto the tribe of Gad, even unto the children of Gad according to their families. And their coast was Jazer, and all the cities of Gilead, and half of the land of the children of Ammon, under Aurora that is before Rabbah, and Heshbon unto Rashmithbah, and Betonim, and from Manaim unto the border of Debir, and in the valley Betharim, and Bethnemerah, and Succoth, and Zaphon, the king of rest of the kingdom of Sihon, king of Heshbon, Jordan and his border, even unto the edge of the sea of Chinnereth on the other side of Jordan eastward. And this is the inheritance of the children of Gad after their families, the cities and their villages. And Moses gave inheritance unto the half tribe of Manasseh, and this was the possession of the half tribe of the children of Manasseh by their families. And all their coast was from Manhaim and Bashan, and the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, and all their towns of Jair, which are in Bashan, 60 cities, and half Gilead, and Ashtaroth, and Edrei. The cities of the kingdom of Og and Bashan were pertaining unto the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, even to 1/2 of the children of Machir by their families. These are the countries which Moses did distribute for inheritance in the plains of Moab on the other side of Jordan, by Jericho eastward. But unto the tribe of Levi Moses gave not any inheritance. The Lord God of Israel was their inheritance, as he said unto them. Joshua chapter 14. And these are the countries which the children of Israel inherited in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the priest and Joshua the son of Nun, and the heads of the fathers of the tribes of the children of Israel distributed for inheritance to them. By lot was their inheritance, as the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses, for the 9 tribes and for the half tribe. For Moses had given the inheritance of 2 tribes and a half tribe on the other side Jordan, but unto the Levites he gave none inheritance among them. For the children of Joseph were 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. Therefore they gave no part unto the Levites in the hand, save cities to dwell it with their suburbs, and for their cattle and for their substance, as the Lord commanded Moses, so the children of Israel did, and they divided the land. Then the children of Israel came unto Joshua into Gilgal, and to Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, and said among them, Thou knowest the thing that the Lord said unto Moses, the man of God, concerning me and thee in Kadesh Barnea. 40 years old was I when Moses, the servant of the Lord, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to espy out the land. And I brought him word again, as it was in my heart. Nevertheless, my brethren that went up with me made the heart of the people melt, but I wholly followed the Lord my God. And Moses sware on that day, saying, Surely the land whereon thy feet have trodden shall be thine inheritance, and the children's forever, because thou hast wholly followed the Lord thy God. And now, behold, the Lord hath kept me alive, as he said, these 45 years, even since the Lord spake his word unto Moses, while the children of Israel wandered in the wilderness. And now, lo, I am this day 85 years old. As yet I am strong this day, as I was in the day that Moses sent me. As my strength was come, even so my strength now, for war both go to out and to come in. Now therefore give me this mountain, whereof the Lord spake in that day, for thou heardest in the day how the Anakims were there, and the cities were great and fenced. If so be the Lord with me, then I shall be able to drive them out, as the Lord said. And Joshua blessed him, and gave unto Caleb the son of Jephunneh Hebron an inheritance. Hebron therefore became the inheritance of Caleb the son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite of this day, because that he wholly followed the Lord God of Israel. And the name Hebron was before Kirjatharba, which Arba was a great man among the Anakims, and the land had rest from war. Joshua chapter 15. Then this was the lot of the tribe of the children of Judah by their families, even to the border of Edom, the wilderness of Zin. Southward was the uttermost part of the south coast. And their south border was from the shore of the salt sea, from the bay that looketh southward, and it went out to the south side to Melech-Rabim, and passed along to Zin, and ascended up the south side unto Kadesh Barnea, and passed along Hezron, and went up to Adair, and fetched a compass to Karka. From thence it passed toward Asmon, and went out of the river of Egypt, and the goings out of that coast were at the sea. This shall be your south coast. And the east border was the salt sea, even unto the end of Jordan, and their border in the north quarter was from the bay of the sea at the uttermost part of the Jordan. And the border went up to Beth-olga, and passed along by the north of the Beth-arabah, and the border went up in the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben, and the border went up from Debir, from the valley of Acher, and so northward, looking toward Gilgal, that is going before the going up to Adummim, which is on the south side of the river, and the border passed toward the waters of Eshesh in Shemesh, and the goings out thereof were in Rogel. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom, and to the south side of the Jebusite, the same as Jerusalem. The border went up to the top of the mountain that lieth before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the end of the valley of the giants northward. And the border was drawn from the top of the hill into the fountain of the water of Naphtali, and went out to cities of Ephraim, and the border was drawn to Bela, which is Kirjath-jearim. And the border compassed from Bela westward into Mount Seir, and passed along into the side of Mount Jearim, which is Chesalon, and on the north side, and went down to Beth-shemesh, and passed on to Timnah. And the border went out into the side of Ekron northward, and the border was drawn to Shikron, and passed along Mount Bela, and went into Jabneel, and the goings out of the border were at the sea. And the west border was to the great sea, and coast thereof. This is the coast of the children of Judah, round about according to their families. And Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, gave part among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which is Hebron. And Caleb drove thence 3 sons of Anak, Sheshai, Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak. And he went up thence to the inhabitants of Debir, and the name of Debir before Kirjath-sepher. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kirjath-sepher, and taketh it to him, I will give Ashka, my daughter, to wife. And Othniel, son of Kenaz, brought the brother of Caleb, took it, and gave him Ashka, his daughter, to wife. And it came to pass, as she came in unto him, that she moved him to ask her father of the field, and she lighted off her ass. And Caleb said unto her, What wouldest thou? Who answered? Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me the south land. Give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. And this is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah according to their families. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of Judah, the children of Judah, toward the coast of Edom southward, were Kabzeel, and Eder, Jagur, and Kenna, and Damana, Adadah, and Kedesh, and Hazor, Ithnan, Ziph, Telem, Beloth, and Hazor, Hadadah, and Kerioth, Hezron, which is Hazor, Ammon, and Shema, and Melada, and Hazar-Gadah, and Heshmon, Beth Peleh, and Hazar-Shual, and Beersheba, and Bizjotja, Bela, and Lim, and Azim, Eltolad, and Chesil, Hormah, and Ziklag, Madmanah, and Sazanah, and Leboeth, and Shilhim, and Ain, and Rimmon. All the cities are 29 with their villages. And in the valley Eshetal, and Zoriah, and Ashna, and Zanoah, and Enganim, Tapua, and Enam, Jarmuth, and Adullam, Soka, Azekah, and Sharim, Adiatham, and Gedera, and Gederothaim, 14 cities with their village, Zena, and Hadashah, and Megalda, and Dilin, and Mizpah, and Joktheel, Jakish, and Bozkath, and Eglon, and Cabin, and Lama, and Kithlish, and Gederoth, Beth-Dagon, and Namah, and Makkedah, 16 cities with their village, Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Jephthah, and Ashnan, and Zebnam, and Keilah, and Akzib, and Marishah, 9 cities with their village, Ekron with their towns and their village, and from Ekron even to the sea that lay near Ashdod with their village, Ashdod with her towns and her villages, Gaza with her towns and her villages, and to the river of Egypt, and the great sea, and the border thereof, and in the mountains Shamir, and Jatir, and Sokah, and Dana, and Kirjath-Sanah, which is Debir, and Ahanam, and Eshtemoh, and Anam, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilgal, 11 cities with their villages, Arab, and Duma, and Eshen, and Janam, Bethuapah, and Athkapah, and Humta, and Kirjath-Arba, which is Hebron, and Zior, 9 cities with their village, Maon, Carmel, Ziph, and Judah, and Zezreel, and Jokdim, and Zanoah, Cain, Gilbeth, and Timnah, 10 cities with their village, Halhul, Bethzur, and Gedor, and Merarith, and Bethanath, and Eccleton, 6 cities with their village, Kirjath-Baal, which is Kirjath-Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their village, in the wilderness, Bethar-Rabbah, and Middin, and Sakaka, and Nibson, the city of salt, and En-Gedi, 6 cities with their village. As for the Jebusites, the inheritance of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem until this day.